If we could all quiet down for a few minutes. Anyone that has a seat, if you can please take your seat. Thank you all so much, and welcome. Welcome to the 53rd Annual Agriculture Legislative Day. It's hard for me to believe that this is the first time we've been back in person for Ag Legislative Day since March 2020. This event is a great tradition. It brings together farm organizations, commodity groups, and most importantly, in my mind, our youth in agriculture in the state of Illinois to talk to lawmakers about the importance of agriculture and agricultural issues in the state of Illinois. It's my pleasure to introduce to you some of those government officials. First, Governor J.B. Pritzker. Lieutenant Governor Juliana Stratton. Senator Doris Turner, Chairwoman of the Senate Ag Committee. Senator Wynn Stoller, Minority Spokesperson on the Senate Ag Committee. Representative Sonia Harper, Chairwoman of the House Ag and Conservation Committee. Representative Charlie Meyer, Republican Spokesperson for the House Ag and Conservation Committee. The Illinois State FFA Officer Team, led by President Rachel Hood. The Illinois 4-H Youth Leadership Team, chaired by Naomi Dolan. And our 2023 Miss Illinois County Fair Queen, Paige Van Dyke. Our first speaker today is a great friend of agriculture in the state of Illinois, and she has a famous saying that ag connects us all. She chairs the Governor's Rural Affairs Council, and we're extremely excited to be working with her on the Illinois Farmer Disparity Study. Our Lieutenant Governor, our friend, Lieutenant Governor Juliana Stratton.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our state's Capitol for Ag Legislative Day 2023. Thank you, Director Costello, for that warm introduction and all that you and your team at the Department of Agriculture do to ensure this industry continues to be a driving force in Illinois. And of course, I want to thank Governor Pritzker for his steadfast leadership focused on the efforts that allow for everyone to benefit from the bounty our state produces. I also want to acknowledge all of the elected officials and special guests, including the chairs of the Senate and House Ag Committees and minority spokespersons, all of you who are here today who help us to go even further. You've already been acknowledged, but I wanted to just also welcome you and say thank you for your leadership. Your passion for this work and all your efforts on the journey to feed and grow Illinois are remarkable, and it's an honor to be here with you. This Ag Legislative Day is an opportunity to come together as a team, as one Illinois, and tap into the ideas that will steward our agriculture industry to reach even greater heights. Our administration is on this mission with you, and I'm proud to work alongside Governor Pritzker and Director Costello to build a bright future for Illinois ag. And the strides we have made show just how powerful it is to collaborate and join forces on these efforts. In 2022 alone, we saw incredible gains. From historic attendance at our state's biggest celebration of ag, the Illinois State Fair, to record-shattering enrollment in FFA after our administration waived dues for every student. By the way, I'm looking for my basket today. I have made that clear to all the FFA members. But to expanding the Farm Family Resource Initiative so our farmers have the resources to feel and live well. These milestones exemplify just how much is possible when we come to the table together. And really, the best part about uplifting Illinois ag is working for and with you, the farmers, growers, workers, educators, and producers who are the life force of this industry. You hold the wisdom. You understand what is working and what we can do better. And you hold the vision of the future of ag, and it's up to us to listen and learn from each of you. So I am proud of the work that we're doing to invest in our young people in the innovative ag education and workforce development that will help them reach our potential. And we recognize that the next generation and their families need access to healthy, nutrient-dense food so they can thrive and pursue their dreams. And that's what our Ag Connects Us All initiative is really all about. We know that there's more work to do, and the great leaps that we've made have only driven us to keep going further. Your perspectives are critical in this journey, and I can't wait to see where we go next. Thank you, and now it's my pleasure to pass it over to someone that I'm so proud to stand beside every single day as he leads our great state with courage and compassion, Governor J.B. Pritzker.
Well, thank you so much, Lieutenant Governor. Thank you for your leadership, for your partnership, and good morning to everyone. All right, let's try that again. Good morning. Love to hear it. I'm thrilled to be here at the Illinois State Library to celebrate Agriculture Legislative Day alongside FFA President Rachel Hood and our Miss Illinois County Fair Queen, Paige Van Dyke, and of course 4-H Youth Leadership Team Chair, Naomi Dolan. It is, of course, great to be with all of you and your leadership. We have the leaders in Springfield here with us today, and I won't repeat their names, but most importantly, all of you, FFA members and leaders who are here to make a difference for our state. After 3 long years, it is truly wonderful to be together with everyone, to see all of your smiling faces as we gather here in person once again. Through it all, you stayed committed to your education, to your community, and to your collective futures. Your dedication and resilience represent what makes Illinois the greatest state in this nation. And as your governor, I really couldn't be prouder. Before I took office, only 2/3 of Illinois' youth taking agricultural classes were members of FFA. Most often, those 15,000 students couldn't join this premier youth organization due to cost barriers. Thanks to the leadership of Springfield's own Senator Doris Turner and a state investment of $550,000, we are paying the FFA membership dues for every single student taking agriculture classes in Illinois. And I want to be clear, this is an investment in you, our students, and your education. But it's also an investment, yeah? It's also an investment in our economy, in our families, and in our entire ag community across the state. Agriculture will always be the heart of who we are as a state. It's our biggest industry, and I'm proud to say today it is thriving. Illinois once again ranked first in the nation for soy production, second in corn production, and fourth in pork production. We also now rank #1 among all the states in food processing with $180 billion in sales. And our Illinois State Fair this year had its highest attendance numbers ever. We are going to break that record again in 2023. This is all to say that 2022 was a record-setting year, and I have no doubt our streak will continue. Thanks to all of you. You are the future farmers of Illinois who will solve the challenges of tomorrow. Our state's success is bolstered by our nation-leading climate and clean energy initiatives, our record-setting college and university funding. Through support of the FFA, too, we're bringing up great new generations of agricultural leaders. And frankly, we are going to succeed because of all of your hard work. As you embark on this agricultural legislative day, all of us in leadership positions hope that you revel in all that you have already accomplished and bring your enthusiasm to the halls of the Capitol. With that, it is truly my honor and pleasure to turn the podium over to your great leader, FFA President Rachel Hood.
Well, thank you so much, Governor Pritzker, for that kind introduction. It is truly an honor to stand before you today and an honor to hear both of you talk about our affiliation, because that is what we're excited to talk about today. Before that, I would be remiss if I didn't introduce to you my four outstanding and incredibly hardworking teammates. Our State Vice President, Mr. Derek Sample. Our state reporter is actually on a legislative visit as we speak, Mr. Levi Meyerhofer. Our State Secretary, Ms. Haley Bodie. And our State Treasurer, Ms. Kate Colgan. The very exciting news that my teammates and I get to share over and over again throughout this year, talking to legislators as well as business and industry professionals in the agriculture industry, is that our FFA membership has grown from 23,000 members to nearly 40,000 FFA members in 1 year. This incredible progression for our organization was made possible by Director of Agriculture, Mr. Costello, and Governor Pritzker, as well as many other friends here in Springfield. And we could not be more thankful and extend a huge arm of gratitude towards these individuals. And the very exciting thing I also get to say with that is, while we have record-breaking membership, the question that comes along with that is, are members reaping the many benefits of our organization with that? And the answer that I get to share with you is yes. So we have seen record-breaking attendance at our leadership conferences, as well as record-breaking participation in our career development events and leadership development events. So we can tell you that this incredible progress is definitely showing through in our members, and they are reaping the many benefits of the FFA organization. And what I think is incredible about this progress is that it was not only made possible by our friends in Springfield, but before that, it was made possible through advocacy of people who believe in agriculture. These people were our advisors, our parents, the members that you see in these blue jackets, our community members, and FFA alumni members. They advocate for this organization because they believe in the future of agriculture. As FFA members, our freshman year of high school, we often memorize the FFA Creed written by E.M. Tiffany in 1928. And the first line of the FFA Creed that is famous is, "I believe in the future of agriculture." And I see some people mouthing it, and I absolutely love that. We, as FFA members in these blue jackets, we believe in the future of agriculture. And every FFA member you're going to see today is here because they believe in the future of agriculture. And what I think is incredible about that is, when you say you believe in the future of agriculture, you say that you believe in something that is so much larger than yourself. You believe in the industry that fuels our world. You believe not only in the jacket that you wear, but the FFA jacket you get to share with so many other people. You understand that agriculture is comprised of many people. It's farmers in the fields, and it's people working for us in Springfield. We believe in the future of agriculture, and we believe in the thousands and millions of people that are along the agriculture industry with us. And we also believe not only in the FFA organization, but in agricultural education. We believe that every individual deserves to understand where their food comes from, where the food, fiber, and fuel that runs our nation comes from. And we believe that agricultural education is the answer. And finally, as I said, the FFA Creed was written in 1928. And we all know that agriculture has certainly changed since then. And we've seen so many changes and new technology that has made our industry more efficient. And us FFA members, we are incredibly welcoming of that change because we believe, another line of the FFA Creed, in better days through better ways. We are open to this change because we believe the future of agriculture is bright, and we know it is bright when we accept change. So lastly, I want to thank you all so much for having us here. And of course, today is a day of celebrating our affiliation, celebrating our membership, and celebrating all of these individuals that wear the blue jacket. So thank you so much for allowing us to be here. And most importantly, thank you for believing in the future of agriculture.
Thank you so much, Rachel. And now I'd like to introduce Naomi Dolan, an 11-year 4-H member from Vermilion County. Naomi is the chair of the Illinois 4-H Leadership Group, and she serves as Illinois 4-H Living Ambassador. She is currently attending Danville Area Community College and will be transferring to the University of Illinois in the fall to study geology. Naomi.
Good morning, everyone. I am Naomi Dolan, chair of the Illinois 4-H Youth Leadership Team, here today representing Illinois 4-H and the University of Illinois Extension. The University of Illinois Extension 4-H program reaches nearly 100,000 youth between the ages of 5 to 18. 4-H empowers young people and creates a pathway of experiences for youth to explore what sparks their interest, whether that be agriculture, STEM, community service, or leadership development. In the past year alone, we have seen a growth of 180 4-H clubs. 4-H continues to expand our reach and serve new audiences in all 102 counties in Illinois. How many of you here today are familiar with the 4-Hers pledge to the 4-H's? I pledge my head to clearer thinking, my heart to greater loyalty, my hands to larger service, and my health to better living for my club, my community, my country, and my world. Through 4-H, we pledge our head to clearer thinking as we explore various subject areas, critically think to implement solutions to local issues, and advocate for change. Our local and state leadership and ambassador teams allows us to collaborate with peers to provide education, solution, opportunities, and more for our youth. Our hearts go to greater loyalty as we dedicate ourselves to our family, community, and passions. The people we meet and the work we do with 4-H carries us from our youth to our college years to our career and beyond. We hold what we do near and dear to our hearts, and anyone affiliated with 4-H can agree on the lasting impacts it has. Our hands are used for larger services, implementing service projects, always offering help, and being willing to provide our own individual skill sets to aid others. From donating food to pantries to planting a tree, 4-Hers see firsthand how an even small act can make the largest impact. Our health to better living allows us to improve upon ourselves so that we can lead happy, healthy lives while learning ways to improve the lives of those around us. We learn how healthy mindsets, relationships, bodies, and diets fuel us as individuals, allowing us to be our best selves. Together, the 4-H's develop our youth of today so they can become the talented, thoughtful, and resourceful leaders of tomorrow, here to serve their clubs, their community, their country, and their world. With these growing leaders, we as a society need the plentiful resources and support that our Illinois agriculture and community provide for us. The hard work of farmers, ranchers, and other agricultural workers ensure that we have access to reliable and sustainable food, clothing, and so much more. In recognition of Ag Legislative Day, I would like to take the opportunity to express gratitude to everyone in the agricultural community. You guys are amazing. And from the farmers to the agribusinesses to the policymakers and the researchers and the scientists, everybody who has been putting so much effort to allow us to continue to innovate and improve on our agricultural practices is truly amazing. Your dedication and hard work are truly appreciated and are critical to continued success that we have as a society. Head, heart, hands, and health represent the 4-H's in 4-H. Each are essential elements in both the 4-H program and our lives. I encourage each of you today to live by the lessons of 4-H and the pledge that we have and incorporating these into your daily lives. Together, we can work to improve our communities, our country, and our world.
Thank you so much, Naomi. And now it is my pleasure to introduce Paige Van Dyke. Paige is the reigning 2023 Miss Illinois County Fair Queen. She's a 2022 graduate of Lakeland College and currently is a junior at Oklahoma State University, majoring in agriculture communication with a minor in special education. Paige's career plans are to work in agricultural broadcasting and communications while working with an agricultural youth organization developing programs for youth specializing in special needs. Paige was a 10-year 4-H member and a 6-year FFA member. She enjoys showing cattle across the country and loves working with youth serving as a livestock judge. Paige.
Good morning. I am Paige Van Dyke, and I'm the fourth generation to play an active role in my family's 2,800-acre grain and livestock operation in Illinois. In Illinois, our agricultural history is as rich as our soil, and I could not be more proud to represent the great state as your 2023 Miss Illinois County Fair. I am so grateful to be here with each and every one of you at the 53rd Annual Agriculture Legislative Day. How many of you are ready for summer? I know I am. Summer brings county fairs, and I can't wait to travel across the state, visiting as many fairs as I can. Did you know there's over 100 county fairs throughout Illinois? I encourage you to get out and support your local fair. I hope I'll see many of you exhibiting, enjoying the entertainment, queen pageants, and the rides. And we can't forget the wonderful fair food. My duties will also bring me back to Springfield in August for the Illinois State Fair. The State Fair runs August 10th through the 20th, and DeQuoin State Fair August 25th through September 4th. I'll be there, and I hope you will be too. As the official hostess, I invite you to see the amazing livestock, catch some harness racing, stop and see the butter cow, sample some delicious ice cream from Prairie Farms, enjoy the rides at the carnival, stop by the conservation world, and I could go on and on about the endless opportunities at the Illinois State Fair. Oh, and the food's amazing as well. So many great vendors sharing the products of agriculture. Last year, we set a record attendance with over 636,700 people, and I hope 2023 will be another record year. I was 7 months old when I first attended my first Illinois State Fair, and this year will be my 12th and final year to exhibit livestock as a junior. So many memories, friendships, and lessons have been made and learned through these opportunities, as is the same for many of you here in the audience. I'm also excited about the many improvement projects happening at the fairgrounds, and I thank Governor Pritzker and everyone involved for reinvesting in our state fair facilities, both here in Springfield and in DeQuoin. A few projects happening right now. There's $1.8 million in roof replacements for the Illinois Junior Livestock Building, Sheep Barn, Hobbies and Arts and Crafts Building. There's $11.9 million in heating and air conditioning replacements in several buildings as well, and nearly $3 million in brickwork at the Grandstand, Artisans, Hobbies and Art Centers, and the Illinois Department of Agriculture building, and $8 million in road construction along 8th Street. Across the state of Illinois, thousands of 4-H and FFA students exhibit livestock, grow crops, and create general projects from visual arts to natural resources as a means of achieving agriculture academic credit. Many of those students find themselves at a place that is near and dear to my heart. That place is exhibiting the product of their hard work at county and state fairs. I am so excited to see the General Assembly continuing to work to support our 4-H and FFA members with a House Bill 3814, which states a student absent from a school in which the student is regularly enrolled shall be considered as being in attendance if the reason for such absence is to participate in scheduled FFA and 4-H programs as part of organized competitions for exhibitions. This will be a blessing to many students who have these hands-on learning opportunities. In an ever-changing world where few things stand the test of time, our farmers have adapted generation after generation to deliver quality food to a growing population. Who's going to fill their shoes? This question has been asked for decades, and now more than ever, as agriculturists, we are seeking to find these individuals. Those shoes are big, and I look forward to doing my part alongside the over 23,000 FFA members and 200,000 4-H members in Illinois. On behalf of the Illinois Association of Agricultural Affairs, thank you for allowing me to join you today as we honor the agriculture in the state of Illinois.
Thank you so much, Paige, and you and I will get to know each other a lot better over probably 22 days in August. I look forward to it. As the name of this event suggests, it's a legislative event. And in a few minutes, the Illinois Farm Bureau will be presenting some of their legislative priorities for the agriculture industry. But that's also why I think it's so important to hear from our next set of speakers, the members of the Senate and House Ag Committees. It's important for us all to get to know them. After all, the decisions that they will make here in Springfield will have lasting impacts on our livelihoods for generations to come. We begin with the Senate Agricultural Committee Chairwoman, Doris Turner. Senator Turner was absolutely instrumental in securing the funding for FFA mentioned by Governor Pritzker earlier. And she has been a hard charger in Senate Ag ever since she's come to Springfield. Following a long and productive tenure at the Springfield City Council and Sangamon County Board, Senator Doris Turner now represents the 48th District, which we are in here in Springfield. Please help me welcome Senator Doris Turner, the first African-American woman to chair the Ag Committee in the Senate. Chairwoman Doris Turner.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, y'all so tired. This is a celebration. We're excited to be here. At least I'm excited to be here. I'm really excited to be here as chairwoman of the Senate Ag Committee. As chair of the Senate Agriculture Committee, I know that our ag industry is one of the driving forces of our state's economy. I say all the time that agriculture is definitely the economic engine that drives Illinois. And we have to prioritize and continue supporting the needs of our farmers here in Illinois. I've spent my life here in Central Illinois, where corn and soybean fields fill our land. It's what makes Illinois a champion in the agriculture industry. We always talk about that we have some of the richest, most vital soil anywhere in the nation right here in Illinois, and we see the product of that each and every day. You know, everyone who has come up before has talked about how we all have to work together, you know, the legislators, the stakeholders, and everyone in order to make this industry thrive. and be what everything that we all want it to be. And I see that each and every day as we work through our bills through the ag committees and on the General Assembly floor. And because each and every one of us recognizes and understands how important agriculture is to our state and to our state's economy. Addressing agriculture concerns and priorities all over Illinois is a multifaceted approach in which collaboration is needed from policymakers such as myself, farmers, and of course our stakeholders such as you that fill this room today. So we will continue to work together to provide solutions that will benefit agriculture all around the state. You know, everyone has talked about how important agriculture is, but what I really want to say before I take my seat is that I really want to recognize all of the youth, the FFA and 4-H members that are here today. You all need to know that the work that you do is extremely important, and you are not the future of agriculture in our state. You are the here and now of agriculture. So continue to do the great work that you're doing, continue to make your voices heard, because we are definitely listening. When I came into the Senate in 2021, the very first bill that I passed was an agriculture education bill. And that bill came to me from an FFA member. I have another agriculture education bill that I am carrying this year. That bill came to me from an FFA member. So please continue to do all of the great work that you're doing. Know that we recognize you, we hear you, and we value everything that you say and do. And like Lieutenant Governor Stratton, I'm definitely looking forward to that basket.
Thank you, Chairwoman Turner. And now it's my pleasure to introduce to you the minority spokesperson for Senate Ag Committee, Senator Win Stoller. Senator Stoller is a lifelong resident of Germantown Hills and a graduate of the University of Illinois, where he earned his accounting degree and MBA in business. Senator Stoller was elected to the Illinois State Senate in 2020 and represents the 37th Senate District. Senator Stoller.
Good morning, everyone. As I travel around my 37th district, I talk to a lot of farmers. And the number one thing that I hear them tell me about that's important to them is the weather. Did it rain enough? Is it going to rain? And I have to remind them that I'm a state senator. The weather is a federal issue. We have no control over that down here in Springfield. Well, we live in an interesting state. The majority of our population is from urban areas, yet agriculture is our number one industry. We lead the world in soybeans, corn, livestock production, and yet the majority of our leaders and legislators come from urban areas. Now, some might say, that sounds like a recipe for disaster, but it's not. Why is that? Well, it's because of things like 2 weeks ago when Director Costello traveled to my district to meet with me and farmers in my district and to hear from them, understand what's on their mind, and just listen. Ag works in Illinois because so many legislators participate in the Farm Bureau's Adopt a Legislator program. They get to come down and spend a day on the farm, see a farm operation. Ag works in Illinois because of our leaders, like Governor Pritzker and Lieutenant Governor Stratton. They're here today because they know and understand the importance of agriculture in Illinois. And yes, this is a two-way street. We all have a part to play. In fact, I have a responsibility in making this work. Last summer, I took a couple of days, went up to Chicago and met with my colleagues from across the aisle and got to know their districts, what's important to them. In fact, just building relationships. Because if we all invest in building relationships, We all contribute to making agriculture work in Illinois. And yeah, politics can be divisive in other areas, but we all come together around the importance of agriculture here in Illinois. And I'm so encouraged when I see this, and I challenge all of us to continue to strive for unity around the importance of a healthy, productive, and sustainable agriculture industry here in Illinois. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Senator Stoller, and I appreciated the invite to participate in your Ag Roundtable in your district. Also, thank you for the comments about relationships and networking and everyone working together. Agriculture is a very bipartisan industry. I think it's extremely important that we all work together for our #1 industry. And now we will move over to the House. And I'm not going to say that I'm a little partial, but I am a former member of the House, former chair of the Ag and Conservation Committee. Very, very proud to introduce to you my former colleagues. We move to the House, and Illinois House of Representatives Ag and Conservation Committee is led by Representative Sonia Harper. Harper's been a member of the Illinois House since 2015, representing the 6th District. She's the chairperson of the Ag and Conservation Committee, the first person of color ever to serve in that capacity. She also served as the Joint Caucus Chair of the Illinois Legislative Black Caucus during the 102 General Assembly. She was recently appointed chairwoman of the Agricultural Committee for National Black Caucus of State Legislators. Harper also served as a board member for the National Organization of Black Elected Legislative Women and Illinois State Director for Women in Government, which is a national nonpartisan organization. My friend, our chairwoman of the Ag and Conservation Committee in the House, Representative Sonia Harper.
Greetings. I'm going to be very brief, but I just wanted to welcome everyone to the 2023 Illinois Agricultural Legislative Day. I am honored to once again serve you in the state as your chairwoman of the House Agriculture and Conservation Committee. I truly do enjoy traveling all over this state, visiting farms and local communities, and finding ways to support the industry that not only feeds us, but provides the largest number of jobs in Illinois. And I must say that I am truly impressed and inspired by the work that all of you do every day. We've seen in recent years the importance of our local food systems, our farmers, our farm workers, and protecting our farmland, as well as paving the way for a new generation of farmers. As your chairperson and partner in agriculture, I look forward to finding ways to grow and support and innovate in our local food systems and in the entire agricultural industry. Please enjoy our 53rd annual Illinois Agricultural Legislative Day, and thank you all again for the amazing work that you all do every single day. Thank you.
And now it's my pleasure to introduce you another very good friend of mine, minority spokesperson for the House Ag and Conservation Committee, Charlie Meyer. And I can tell you one thing that I know about Charlie Meyer: agriculture in the state of Illinois is in his veins. He resides in Washington County on his family's Centennial Farm. The only issue that I've ever had with Charlie is I've probably bought 8 or 10 different cows off him. I think his prices are a little high at times, but he's got a great bloodline. Minority spokesperson, Charlie Meyer.
Good morning. It's great to be here and look out and see a whole room of people promoting ag in Illinois. I stand up here and I kind of feel like the old timer out of this bunch. Growing up on a farm, I still remember the two-row corn head, going out with the two-row cultivator, milking the cows by hand when the power was out if we had a storm go through. Things have changed. We have fed the world from Illinois through World War I, World War II. We're feeding the world right now. I look out here and I see our youth. These are our future. These are our future representatives, our future senators. Ag is a group of people that work together. We are very diversified now. The old idea of a farm being 160 acres, 10 cows, and 10 sows, and feeding those hogs is gone. We now farm thousands of acres. We now have tree farms. We have large pork farms. In my own district, I have the third largest in America, the fourth largest in the world. That's Illinois. It's what we do. So we have to keep working together. I'm very happy to help improve Jerry's beef herd. It needed a little help, but it's getting better. I'm happy to work with Sonia. Sonia's been a guest at the farm. It's us working together, making the difference. And the Lord is not giving Illinois any more farm ground, but he gave us the best ground in the world. We have to protect that ground. Every year we lose a little bit more of it to development, and we're still being #1 in soybeans and knocking on the door at #2. So we work together, come up with a plan, and go for it. And for our youth out here, the future is yours. Take it. Enjoy Springfield today. Go out and make those connections, because those connections are our future and the world's future. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you, Representative Meyer, and I always appreciate your candid and very straightforward advice and words of wisdom. Again, thank you all for attending today's Ag Legislative Morning Gathering. I hope you had an opportunity to network, to mingle, to connect with some old friends, and hopefully make some new friends. We have a lot of work to get done today in the way of lobbying some legislators from those in blue jackets and green shirts. So knock them dead. At this point in time, I want to turn things over to Rich Giebert, the president of the Illinois Farm Bureau, for an overview on the Farm Bureau's legislative priorities. I want to also say that Rich and I have had a very good relationship, friendship for many years. I came into the legislature in 2011, and he was one of my constituents. Always very straightforward, easy to work with, and Rich truly has years of great experience that he's given to our state in agriculture. I believe this is your last year as president of the Farm Bureau. How about a big round of applause for Rich and everything he's done with the Illinois Farm Bureau. I would also say I do apologize, but because of time constraints, the governor and I will go to the holding room right off to the side and take